It's clear, right? Yeah. Hi. Good evening, guys. Is it clear? Audio, video, audio, video. Clear. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So today we'll be taking up the current affairs of the last week. There's a test series that's going on. That's a prelims test series that's going on. Please do attempt these prelims test series. Even if you haven't studied, that's okay, guys. ठीक है. Just attempt those test series. That's totally fine. Because even if you attend these test series without much preparation, you learn how to get the answers even in the bouncer question. See, these are the kind of tricks you have to learn. And in your prelims exam, so don't think that you need to have extensive amount of knowledge in order to write the actual prelims also. Not so. If you have the skills of eliminating the options, or say if you have some basic skills on the core topics, that's more than sufficient. Please do write the attempt all these say questions, prelims test series. That's very important. Do not skip it. And mainly for the people who are giving in 2023, see, this year I think it's one of the golden opportunity. Do not waste your attempt. The number of seats, I think it's one of the highest in the last 6-7 years. So I think it's over 1,000. It's around 1,100, near to 1,100. So 1,100 is it's a huge number. So do not waste the seats. So yeah, so please attempt these kind of test series. And again, these are the topics that we'll be taking up today. And this was mainly here we'll be mainly focusing on the prelims aspect and few aspects from the mains also. So yeah, let us start with the first topic. So that is UNDP and circular economy. So here there are two important topics: UNDP and circular economy. So what is UNDP? See, UNDP is nothing but United Nations Development Program. So it's an UN specialized agency. So where the main agenda, one of the agenda of UNDP is to promote one of the agenda of UNDP is to promote sustainable development. So recently in India, UNDP has launched an initiative regarding plastic. So that is circular economy for plastic. What is the circular economy for plastic? In order to promote sustainable development. So here, circular economy, as of now, we'll be taking up in a minute or so in detail regarding what is circular economic. But UNDP wants to promote sustainable development through circular economy for plastic. It means that UNDP wants to promote the recycling and reusage of plastic, that is reducing the wastage of plastic in India. So this was the recently launched program, or say initiative by UNDP in India. So for that, what are they doing? That is they'll be setting up something called as a material recovery facility. So what is this material recovery facility? So material recovery facility is nothing but these kind of facility whereby basically it's a segregation unit or a segregation center where all the waste will come into this place, and here they'll segregate all the waste in terms of which are the waste that could be refurbished, waste that could be refurbished, waste that could be recycled, waste that could be reused, so etc. So our segregating of the waste are done in this place, and such place we call it as material recovery facility. And along with that, and UNDP also wants to promote, that is household segregation of wastes. See, the one of the main issue regarding plastic management is we are not segregating the plastic properly into dry waste and wet waste. So what happens? All the plastic which could be recycled goes into the landfill. So in order to avoid this issue, UNDP is promoting that is segregation at the household level itself. So if every household segregates the waste into dry waste and wet waste, it will be very easy for us to segregate the plastics from the dry waste and recycle it. So, and the last thing what UNDP is doing is they want to include the rag pickers, that is the informal waste picking sector, or say rag pickers, into this initiative, so that it is not the government or your municipality who are picking up the racks on the roadside. Not mainly, but mainly the rack pickers, they are the ones who collect the plastics from household, and they can easily deliver it to this material recovery facility. So this is the overall initiative of UNDP in order to promote circular economy for plastic. So what is circular economy for plastic? Again here guys, circular economy is one of the important concept in your GS3. Understood? You a lot of questions will come in your GS3 mains. At the same time, in your prelims also, the concept of circular economy is quite important. Please focus over here. And again, what is, before taking up circular economy, let us consider what is linear economy. See, linear economy is like our normal economy which is running, which is currently going on. See, in a linear economy, what we do is we collect the resources, in the sense we mine the resource, and then we make, or say we produce the products, and then after using the product we dispose it. That is the concept of your linear economy. Say for example, this is the phone. In order to manufacture this phone, we have to mine it, so that, see, this phone will have lithium ion battery. So in order to have this lithium ion battery in this phone, so first we have to mine the lithium ion battery, use it in this phone, and say after a year or two, what we'll do is we'll dispose of this phone. So that's how our economy runs, right? Usually majority of the economy is running in this format, that is the linear economy. So we use it and throw it. That is kind of a use and throw model. And it's also called as use and throw model. So majority of the things, we say all these plastic bottles, etc., we use it and we throw it. We are not recycling it. So what is the issues that are coming up in your linear economy? See, the main issue is what is happening. See, we'll take up this example itself. What is happening? So in order to have lithium ion battery, there should be a huge excavation, or say mining for lithium ion. So what is happening over there? So here I will have environmental impacts. We are talking about the normal, or say linear economy. Environmental impacts. Why environmental impacts? Because of mining, we are taking the resource from the environment. Because of that, there will be environmental impacts. We have to deforest a region, we have to mine it, and while mining there will be a lot of issues, pollution, etc., into the environment. And then we manufacture it into this, say for example, into this mobile phone. Say after 2-3 years, what we do is we usually dispose it off. So we dispose in the sense, we'll either throw it off, or say we'll just dump it into the any landfill. So what will happen when I dump this phone into any landfill or put it in the waste? The mine or the waste products or the lithium ion battery, or say any other equipments, will start to leach. Okay, that is, it will start to leach, and that will enter into the groundwater. At the same time, if we put all this electronic waste or any plastic waste, etc., on the ground, it is going to create land pollution. So these are the issues that are coming from a linear economy. A lot of environmental issues are coming from a linear economy. And at the same time, see, what are we doing? We are taking the resource, using it, and dumping it away. So we have just one planet, and the resources are extremely limited in our planet. I cannot go to a different planet and bring more resources. We just have one planet. So the resources are also limited. It's not like infinite resource we have. So what is happening in a linear economy? First, there is environmental impacts are taking place. At the same time, there's land pollution, groundwater pollution, etc., that is also taking place. At the same time, we are depleting the resources of our environment. So in order to avoid these issues, we are moving towards your circular economy. The entire world, all the UN agencies, and including India, recently Prime Minister Modi also announced this mission called a scheme called as Mission Life. That is basically to move towards circular economy. In circular economy, what we do is, the agenda of circular economy is to reduce this wastage. What is this wastage? In a linear economy, what we do is we use it and throw. It's waste. So but in circular economy, we avoid this wastage, and what we do is we avoid, that is wasting, that is reducing the wastage. This is the main agenda of circular economy. How do we reduce wastage? We reduce wastage, one is through refurbishing. That is refurbishing. Say for example, in this phone, so rather than pushing Yes, audible? Audible, right? Audible, right? Yeah, okay, take care. Yeah, fine. So what is circular economy? The agenda of circular economy is we need to reduce the wastage. In a linear economy, there's a huge amount of wastage that is taking place. So in circular economy, we have to reduce this wastage. How do we reduce this wastage? We refurbish the phone. Say, for example, we can refurbish any of the equipments. So next one is I can reuse it, reuse, or say I can recycle it, etc. So these are the methods through which I can reduce the wastage. If I reduce the wastage, what will happen? Say, for example, if I recycle this phone, what will happen? I need not mine a lot of lithium. I can reuse the same lithium ion battery into a different phone. So if I refurbish this phone, what will happen? I need not mine. So here we are taking care of this activity also, that is mining activity. Then the first activity in the linear economy. At the same time, we are reducing the disposal, that is reducing the wastage also in the circular economy. So when we move towards circular economy, we avoid overusing of the earth's resource. At the same time, we avoid generating of the waste. It's a kind of a win-win situation. So what are the advantages of this circular economy? See, one main advantages of the circular economy is we need not over exploit the environment, and the second main advantage is we can reduce the pollution that is occurring due to this disposal method. Clear? So these are the main advantages. But why do we want to go to circular economy? See, if you consider here in this mission life, recently Prime Minister launched. So what this mission life talks about? So basically mission life talks about reduce, reuse, recycle, and have circular economy. That is, if we have circular economy, what happens? Basically the amount of resource utilization from the environment also reduces. At the same time, the waste generation also reduces. So as a reason, India, so many of the ministries, even including Ministry of Agriculture, is wanting to move towards circular economy. Many ministries wants to move towards circular economy. So why should we move towards circular economy? Why should we move towards circular economy? Why? Can someone tell? Why should we move towards circular economy? Why should we? Sustainable development. Excellent. Okay. See, one main thing is sustainable development. Yeah, that's there. One main thing is we don't have resources. We don't have infinite resource. There is limited resource. Limited resource. Limited earth resource. Next one is reducing waste generation. Reduce waste generation. And third one is we need to move towards sustainable development. See, what is this sustainable development? Sustainable development in the sense we have to utilize the earth's resource or say environment's resource in such a way that our generation's development doesn't compromise. At the same time, the future generation's development also doesn't compromise. Today, what happens if we are in a linear economy? What are we doing? We are over exploiting. We are taking out all the resources in such a way that in future generation, they will not have these kind of resources. So what will happen? So the future generations developmental aspects will get compromised in a linear economy. When we move towards a circular economy, we can ensure that there is a sustainable development. That is our generation will also have adequate development. At the same time, the future generation will also have adequate development. So this is possible through circular economy. So these are the three reasons why we should move towards circular economy. But what are the benefits? What are the additional advantages we get due to circular economy? The first one is, as we have discussed earlier, that is raw material conservation. So what is this raw material conservation? In linear economy, what is there? Take. So we unlimitedly take the raw material from the environment. But whereas in circular economy, what happens? We recycle, we refurbish, we reuse it. So if I reuse this phone, what will happen? If I recycle or refurbish this phone, I did not take a lot of lithium from the earth. So what will happen? That is reduction in the raw material. So it will lead to raw material conservation. That is the first point. And the next point is innovation and durable products. If we are moving towards a circular economy, say for example, this is the phone, and so what will happen if we are moving towards a circular economy? The manufacturing companies will know that they have to recycle it. Since they have to recycle it, what they will do, they will use all the durable products. Now they can use some cheap electronic goods in it, so that it will get spoiled in say a year or two. But whereas now if we move towards circular economy, the manufacturer will also lead to will indulge in some innovation. At the same time, the manufacturer will also make this phone more durable, so that we can reduce the recycling capacity also. So that is the thing, that is reducing, that is moving towards innovation and durable products. Next one, job creation. When we move towards circular economy, see what will happen. Your rag pickers will get job, or say the people who will be collecting your waste will get job, and the people who will be indulging in new innovation, so that they can create durable they can create say durable equipments or say durable products, so they will also get job. A lot of job creation is also possible. And the next one is efficiency will increase, because we are moving towards a circular economy. We will not create a products which will get destroyed immediately. So as a reason, we will focus on efficiency also. Next one, carbon emission, that is reduction in the greenhouse gas will also take place, because we will recycle the products, or say we will reproduce the products. See, in order to produce this product, in order to produce this phone, maybe say 10 kg of CO2 would have got emitted. But if I recycle it, or say if I refurbish it, what will happen? 10 kg of CO2 will not get emitted. Maybe very less CO2 will be consumed. So what is the thing? That is, again, the CO2 emission will also get reduced. So these are the benefits of your circular economy. Clear? Understood? Clear? Any doubt over here? Yeah, good, guys. So please solve this one. Again, circular economy is quite important from GS3 point of view. Yeah, good, fine. So we'll take up the next topic. This was quite a hot news in the last 1 week. So what is this? Earth's inner core spinning has slowed down. So what is this? I hope many of you have finished your geography, and please everyone focus over here. This is quite important, mainly from your prelims point of view, and maybe in your GS1, and that is in your mains geography paper 1, the question can come, but the chances are very high in your prelims. So mainly for this year. So it's a quite new findings in regarding the Earth's core. So what is this? If you consider the inner layer of the Earth, so Earth is, one second, I think yellow is visible over here, right? Yeah. So the first layer of the earth is crust, and the next layer of the earth is mantle, and after that it is outer core, and we have inner core. See here, inner core is solid one. Inner core is completely solid. And again your outer core is say liquid in nature, or say plasma. And again mantle, again these are both are kind of semi liquid, and again we have your crust is solid in nature. So if you see here, from the earth till core, so till the core, we are Yeah, till the inner core, the distance is 5100 kilometer. From the surface of the earth, if we have to reach the inner core, the distance is 5100 kilometer. So these are the basic things which you should know. Understood? So earth, the layering is in this angle. That is the first layer, the outermost layer we call it as crust, and the next layer is mantle, and the next immediate layer is our outer core, and the last layer we call it as a inner core. Inner core is a solid iron ball. Okay, basically it is made up of iron and nickel. Iron and nickel. So what is the news recently? If you see the all the major news, they're saying that the earth's inner core spinning or say rotation has slowed down. So why is it so? Okay, fine. Before taking up the issue, now please focus on, yeah, so before taking up the issue, please focus over here. That is, first understand the basics. See here, see, earth is spinning. So earth is spinning. When the earth spins, what is the outermost layer? So the outermost layer is crust. Next we have mantle. Next we have outer core, and this will be inner core. See guys, when the earth rotates, or when the earth spins, all this thing, that is crust, mantle, outer core, together will spin. Understood? See here, when the earth spins, all these three layers, that is crust, mantle and outer core, together it will spin. Whereas this inner core, which is a solid iron ball, consider this to be solid iron ball, this solid iron ball will spin independently. So that is, all these three layers are kind of interconnected. That is, if all these three layers spin together, your inner core will spin independently. Why it will spin independently? There are many reasons. The outer core is liquid in nature. So you can consider something like this. In a ball, what we do is, if you put a ball in a bucket, and the ball can spin on its own independently. So just imagine like that. That is how your core, that is your inner core, spins. When earth spins, the entire crust, mantle and outer core will spin together. And so if this is the that is your crust, mantle and core, if this spins, there is no interconnection with the outer core, mantle and crust. This inner core will spin independently. So that is the basic working. So if there's a spinning of earth, this inside the solid core will spin independently. This is the basics. How it will spin independently, why it's going to spin independently? The reason is, go back to your physics, okay, your 10th standard or 12th standard physics. We know that whenever the electric current passes, so what happens when electric charges passes, it is going to create magnetic field. You would have seen this experiment in your 12th standard, right? Say that is, you'll wind a wire around a nail, and you connect that wire to a battery. So what happens? The electric charges passes through this wire. As a reason, it creates, the iron nail becomes acts like a magnet. So why the iron nail acts as a magnet? Whenever the electric charge passes, so it is going to create a magnetic field. So if you consider over here, what is outer core? Outer core is a mantle in stage. It will have electrically charged ions or electrons. So whenever there's a convection current in the outer core is liquid in nature. So whenever there's a electric, or say, movement of electrons in the convection cell, so because of this electrically charged ions, or say electrically charged electrons, when it moves, it is going to create magnetic field. Because of this magnetic field that is created in the outer core, this iron ball or the inner core will rotate. Understood? So it will rotate independently. This is the mechanism of the rotation of the inner core. Yeah, I'll repeat it once again, guys. It's quite important. I hope till here it's clear, right? When the earth spins, all the three, that is crust, mantle and outer core, will spin together. Clear? But whereas the inside solid core will spin independently. Say for example, if the earth core is spinning at say 1x speed, so the solid core can spin at say 0.5x, or say it can spin at 2x. It's completely independent. So consider these three things has to be completely joined, so it will spin together. But whereas the inside core, that is the solid core, inner core, will spin independently. Why it is going to spin independently? So the main reason is, so see, one more thing you have to know that, see, our science has advanced a lot, but we don't have much idea regarding inner core and outer core. To some extent we know what is there in the mantle, but we don't have a proper idea regarding inner core and outer core. It's not known, because it's almost say 5000, nearly 5000 kilometer in depth. So we did not get any technology to explore what is there in inner core or say in outer core. Even to some extent we know what is there in the mantle, so but what is there in the inner core and outer core, it's completely unknown. So these are the theories, and the most acceptable theory why the earth core spins, that is the inner core spins, the most acceptable theory is that there are charged electrons in the outer core. Outer core is in mantle in stage, that is the lava kind of thing. So here we will have convection current. When the convection current which has charged electrons, when it moves, say as we told earlier, whenever the electric charge moves in any electric line, it is going to create some magnetic field around it. So in the outer core, when the electric charge moves in the convection current, it is going to create magnetic field. So because of this magnetic field, the earth's inner core rotates. This is the most accepted theory as of now. Clear? Understood? Got it? Yeah. So this is the reason why the inner core rotates. Now coming to the news. So recently the publication called as Nature's Geoscience. This is a journal regarding the geography and astrophysics. So this this journal has recently stated that the speed of the inner core spinning has reduced. So now earlier we have seen that the speed, that is the spinning of inner core, is completely independent from the spinning of the earth. So what does that mean? When the spinning of inner core has reduced, the speed of spinning of inner core has reduced means with respect to the outer, that is with respect to the spinning of the earth. See here, earth, if you take up this super rotation. So what is super rotation? Super rotation is a condition where the inner core spins heavily or say quickly compared to that of the entire earth. So see here, there are three, the speed is indicated in terms of this arrow mark. There are three arrow marks over here, but whereas in the inner core there are four arrow marks. It means that super rotation. Super rotation is a condition where the inner core spins quickly compared to that of the entire earth. This is one condition of say spinning of the inner core. And the next condition is synced rotation. What is synced rotation? So here the spinning speed of the inner core is equivalent or say is same as that of the spinning speed of that of the earth. So that condition we call it as a synced rotation. And what is subrotation? Currently the journal or the research says that currently we are in the phase of subrotation. Subrotation means the speed or the spinning speed of the inner core is less compared to the spinning speed of the earth. So this is the subrotation. Currently we are in this subrotation. So this is what the journal says. And at the same time the journal says that once in say 60 to 70 years, so this cycle repeats. So the cycle repeats from say super rotation, synced rotation, and then subrotation again. So this cycle keeps repeating. So this is the findings from the journal. Clear? Understood? Understood? Any doubt over here? So, okay, I'll quickly repeat it. Now we have seen that, yeah. Now we have seen that the inner core rotates completely. It's the spinning of inner core is completely independent. So the research says that there are cases where the speed of the inner core is fast compared to that of the spinning of the earth. So that rotation we call it as a super rotation, and then the speed of the spinning, that is the spinning speed of the inner core, is same as that of the spinning speed of the earth. Then we call it as a synced rotation. Now we are, now recently the journal has, or the research has told that we are in the subrotation phase, means the spinning speed of the inner core is less than the spinning speed of the earth. So we are in this phase, and there is oscillation between the subrotation and superrotation. So this will take place once in say 60 to 70 years. Clear? Understood? Got it. Yeah. And one more thing, the exact reason, see what is happening in the core, inner core and outer core. These findings are mainly supported by the theories. There are no practical evidence as such to back this report. So these are the theories, that is the spinning of say earth's rotation is due to the magnetic flux that has been generated in the outer core. This is the theory and the most accepted one. So whenever they say, one theory says that whenever there's a changes in the convection cell, whenever the changes in the convection cell, it is going to change in the magnetic field. So as a reason, the speed of this inner core varies. This is the theory that has been highlighted. So what are the outcomes because of this subrotation, or say slowing down of the spinning of the Earth's inner core? What are the effects? The report says that there are no major effects. So if why there are no major effect, the report says that either the magnetic field, so the chance of the report says that due to the slowing down of the spinning of the inner core, there can be changes in the magnetic field in the earth. Chances are there, it is not a conclusive evidence. Chances are there that our earth's magnetic field will change, that too at the very minute level. No major impacts, at a very minute level earth's magnetic field can change. And the next impact what they are telling is, so the slowing down of earth's inner core can impact the overall spinning of the earth in such a way that it is going to change the daytime and the night time. That is, day and night time can get changed. So day and night duration can get, see the thing is, can get changed. See, what is this can get changed, and they are telling that it is in terms of nanoseconds, not even millisecond, it is in terms of nanoseconds. So this is the minor or say micro level changes that can take place whenever there is a slowing up of your inner core. Clear? Understood? Yeah. So please take up this. Please solve this. See guys, inner core is spins independently as that of your at the entire earth system. Saurabh, okay, why inner core is solid in nature, guys. Please, inner core is solid in nature. Inner core spins. Yeah. Fine. Next one, we'll take up this lab grown diamond. Quite interesting topic. Why in news? Because it was recently announced in budget. Yeah, one more thing, guys, for the people who are giving in the first attempt. See, usually if you take up any year paper, take up any year prelims paper, say at least nearly at least 50% of your prelims question, or say 50 to 60% of your current affairs oriented prelims question. See, current affairs questions, there will be somewhere around 20 current affairs questions in your prelims. Out of 100, around 20 current affairs question will be there in your prelims. So of this, say 20 current affairs questions, at least 50 percentage, so minimum more than, say, more than 50 percentage of the questions, current affairs questions, are usually from post budget period. Always take up any year, analyze and see, it's always like this, post budget period. So post budget, majority of your prelims current affairs questions are from post budget period. So budget document, and after this, whatever is coming, say from now till, say, your prelims examination, say first week of May, current affairs is quite important. So that's the reason this lab grown diamond is quite becomes extremely important. So what was the proposal? The proposal in your budget, in the latest budget, is that the finance ministry has announced a grant for lab grown diamonds in the IIT. So can diamonds be grown or, say, developed in the lab? Is it possible? Yes, it's completely possible. Okay, before taking up the issues regarding the lab grown diamonds, we will consider what exactly is a diamond and what is a natural diamond, and then we'll move on to what's a lab grown diamond. Clear? So what's a diamond? So diamond is nothing but basically a purest form of carbon which is transparent in nature. So I hope everyone would have seen. So purest form of carbon which is transparent in nature, and please do not consider that your diamonds are like this. The original form of diamonds are like this. It is completely rough. It's kind of a piece of rock, but it is transparent in nature. So this is the original form of diamond, and they will take up this kind of rock and they will chisel it and shape it to form these kind of diamond jumps. These are diamond jumps. But whereas this one is the original form of diamond. This is how you get it in the nature. So how do we get this? That is this form of diamond. This is the natural diamond. This is how we get it. How do we get this? So the formation of diamond is a time taking process. It takes nearly millions and billions of years. Literally, it takes few billions of years also sometimes. So how diamond is formed? See, diamond, so basically diamond is formed whenever there's a high pressure and high temperature exerted on any carbon particles. So the basic element of diamond is carbon. So whenever there's a high temperature and high pressure exerted on this carbon particle at the depth of around over 150 kilometer beneath the earth, so gradually the carbon gets converted into diamond. So this is the time taking process. It will take millions of years, sometimes billions of years also. So it will usually, the diamond formation is at 150 kilometer depth. So what happens once these diamonds are formed at 150 or, say, 200-kilometer depth? These diamonds come via volcano to the upper surface, and this volcano we call it as kimberlite volcano. This is a different kind of volcano. Through kimberlite volcano, the diamonds, they come up. So underground of, say, 150 kilometer beneath the earth, the diamonds were formed due to high temperature and high pressure. So it takes millions of years. So once a diamond is formed, there might be one volcano. This volcano will bring up those diamonds, and this kind of volcano, we'll call it as kimberlite volcano. So these kind of volcanoes will come, and once these kind of volcanoes are cooled up, so we'll have this kind of landforms. Here there are chances that we might find some of these kind of natural diamonds. If you see in this image, so this is how you'll find these kind of natural diamond rocks. Okay, these are the rough diamond. We call it as a rough diamond. This is how you get your natural diamond, and it takes a lot of time. Millions to billions of years is required to form these kinds of diamonds. So, and also in order to mine these big area, it's many, in many cases it's economically not viable. So as a reason, that's the main reason why diamond is costly. And don't think that the diamond is scarce in earth. That is a myth. So it's a myth that is completely spread by this the diamond lobby. We have extensive amount of diamond in earth, but it is not economically viable to extract those diamonds. Understood? Diamond is not a rare earth metal. So diamond is there, but it's a costly affair to extract it from these kind of landforms. So as a reason, we have moved towards lab grown diamond. So what is this lab grown diamond, or the LGD? See, LGD, lab grown diamond, is exactly same as that of a natural diamond. There is no difference at all. Lab grown diamond and natural diamond, there's no difference at all. Maybe you can consider something like this, IVF. So we have this IVF, right? IVF baby, or the test tube baby. A test tube baby is as same as a normally conceived baby. See, after 2 years, I cannot tell that, acha, you are a test tube baby and you are a normally conceived baby. No, they both are same. They both are identical. The process is different. The conceiving process is a man-made through IVF technology. Here it's a natural. So it's the same. Similarly, lab-grown diamond, exactly the same. The chemical composition is same. The physical composition is same. The optical properties, everything is the same between the lab grown diamond and natural diamond. No major difference at all. Clear? In fact, in many cases, lab grown diamonds are better compared to that of your natural diamonds. So this is your lab grown diamond. So this is the basic idea of lab grown diamond. And what is how do we manufacture this lab grown diamond? There are two methods. The first method is called as high pressure high temperature method, and the next method is called as chemical vapor CVD, that is chemical vapor deposition method. Clear? So before taking up this, so just know that there's something called as a diamond seed. What is this diamond seed? Diamond seed. So what is this diamond seed? So diamond seed is nothing but, we take up one normal diamond, or the natural diamond, we slice it. Okay, we slice it like this, a thin piece of natural, very thin piece of natural diamond. We call it as a diamond seed, very thin slice of diamond, the natural diamond. So we take up that. Okay, that is required to manufacture the lab grown diamonds. The basic element what is required is a thin slice of natural diamond is required. So a thin slice of natural diamond, we call it as a diamond seed. Clear? So now let us consider the two methods. One is HPTP, that is high pressure high temperature method. What is this high pressure high temperature method? It's the same thing. See, you would have seen over here, natural process. What happens in natural process? Naturally, how diamonds are grown, there is high temperature and high pressure. In the lab, we do the same. We mimic what happens naturally. We mimic the same thing in the lab. So in lab, what happens? We'll have in high pressure high temperature method. So there will be an instrument where we will place this kind of one diamond seed. A thin slice of diamond will be placed over here, and over this thin slice of diamond we will keep graphite. And we all know that graphite is nothing but carbon. So we'll first with something like this, there will be a thin slice of diamond, and over this thin slice of diamond we'll keep graphite. And what happens then, we will increase the pressure. So there will increase the pressure, at the same time through heater we'll increase the temperature. So when the temperature and pressure increases, what will happen? The graphite, the carbon which is there in this graphite, will start to disintegrate, and it will start depositing on this diamond seed. The thin layer of the diamond, the carbon from the graphite will start to deposit on this graphite, or say on this diamond seed. So gradually it increases. So see, it will take nearly say 2 to 3 weeks of high pressure and temperature. Gradually, layer by layer, the carbon starts depositing on the diamond seed. So what will happen after say 2 3 weeks? We will get something like this, like the raw diamond. So this kind of diamond we get it. So this is also a manufactured diamond, or a lab grown diamond, or a man-made diamond. So, or it's also called as synthetic diamond. So how we get it? So layer by layer, the carbon from the graphite gets deposited on this diamond seed. So gradually what will happen after 3 weeks of continuous heat and pressure, so we'll have the normal kind of diamond. This is first method, that is high pressure, high temperature. Any doubt over here? Understood? Yeah. Rani, what's the need for diamond seed? No, yeah, diamond seed acts as a base. So diamond seed acts as a base over which the carbon from the graphite which gets disintegrated will will deposit gradually, layer by layer. And the next one is chemical vapor deposition. Same thing. So concept is the same, but it's a different method. So what do we do it? So these kind of thin layers, okay, that is the thin diamond layers, or which we call it as a diamond seeds, so is placed in a plasma chamber. So this is a plasma chamber. Plasma chamber. So in this plasma chamber, the temperature will be immense, over 800 degrees Celsius. Over 800 degrees Celsius. And what we do is, once the temperature has increased, we will we will say supply methane gas, CH4, methane gas. So what happens? Methane gas, the carbon in the methane gas, it will start to disintegrate in this high temperature. So what will happen? So the carbon from this methane gas will start to deposit on this diamond seed. It's something like this. From the methane, you would have seen snowfall, right? The snow will be falling on the ground. So layer by layer, it's going to deposit. Similarly, the carbon from the methane gas, due to this high temperature, it will get deposited layer by layer. So within say 2 to 3 weeks, again the same, due to the deposition of carbon layer by layer, we'll get a raw diamond that is found. So this is the second method, that is chemical vapor deposition. There are two methods. So the first one is high pressure, high temperature, and the next one is chemical vapor deposition. In chemical vapor deposition, we mainly use methane gas. And the methane gas, the carbon in the methane gas disintegrates and falls over the that is diamond seed, like a snowfall, like how snow falls on land and gets accumulated layer by layer. Similarly, the carbon from the methane gas gets disintegrated and gets accumulated over the diamond seed layer by layer. So within say 2 to 3 weeks, we get a normal diamond. And there is no difference between a lab grown diamond and natural diamond. It's the same thing. IVF baby and a normal baby, no difference. No? Both are human beings only. So similarly, something like that. So what are the advantages? Why should we move towards lab grown diamond? See, the main advantage is environment. See, usually what happens, in order to mine diamond, huge amount of forest is cut down, and then there's environmental evacuation, excavation will take place, and there will be huge dust pollution, etc., land pollution, water pollution, etc. That can be avoided if we have lab grown diamonds. Secondly, reduces the import dependency. See, currently we don't have major diamond mines in India. Majority of the diamonds which we are using are imported from, mainly from your African continent. So it is, what's the advantage? That is, we can reduce the import dependency. And the next one is, it is better quality. In many times, the natural grown diamond, natural occurring diamond, compared to the naturally occurring diamond, the lab grown diamond will have a better quality in terms of the clarity or in terms of the transparency that will have. And the next one is lower price. So almost 50% cheap compared to the natural diamond. Lab grown diamond is almost 50% cheap compared to the natural diamond. So these are the advantages of using lab grown diamond. And why? What is the scope for India? So scope for India is, so it is, one thing is it is cheap. Next one is it is bright compared to the natural diamond. And the main major scope for a lab grown diamond is, India is the leader in the lab grown diamond. So that is 15% of the global lab grown, world's lab grown diamond is in India. So we are kind of a leader in this lab grown diamond. So if we promote this industry, that is lab grown diamond industry, again we can kind of become a super or a big leader in this lab grown diamond field. So these are the scopes for having lab grown diamond in India. So having seen all the scopes, this is the reason why the finance minister, so she gave that is a tax concession regarding the diamond seeds. So there is now, earlier there was a 5% custom duties on the diamond seed. Now there is no custom duty, or say there is nil. There is no custom duty on this diamond seeds. So what is the advantage? It is going to promote the lab grown diamond industries in India. Clear, guys? Clear? Any doubt? Administrator, very less amount of methane is used here. No, it's not going to harm the environment. Yeah, sir. Both the methods is going to create diamond only. Avni, which method is better? Chemical CVD method is better. CVD, repeat. See here in CVD, there's no special thing what we do. So there will be something called as a plasma chamber. So in this plasma chamber, the temperature will be somewhere around 800 degrees Celsius plus, more than 800 degrees Celsius. So here what we do is we place diamond seeds and then we pump in methane gas. Methane gas is CH4. So the carbon in this methane gas will get disintegrated, and then this carbon will fall on the plasma, that is, sorry, on the diamond seeds. Like you would have seen like how snow falls on the land and gets deposited. Similarly, the carbon gets disintegrated from the methane gas and falls on the diamond seed, and the diamond seed starts growing. So within 2 to 3 weeks, you'll have a small proper diamond. So that is your CVD. Yeah, clear? Fine. Next one, we'll take up this one, Upper Bhadra project. Again, Upper Bhadra project. So Bhadra, see here guys, one more thing from prelims and tips here. See guys, prelims when every year if you analyze the prelims questions, see rivers are extremely important. So rivers, you should have a good idea on Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra. In the Peninsular River, Krishna, Godavari, Kaveri. So these 6 rivers, you should have a very good idea. That is the tributaries, including the tributaries. If you have a good idea regarding these 6 rivers, you can easily score, say, say there will be somewhere around 4 to 5 questions, either directly or indirectly based on this concept. So if you know this one, so it becomes very easy. And how do you learn the tributaries of Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra? Don't go by some Excel sheet given by some institute. So don't do that. That will not work out. So what you got to do is take up India map, say your atlas, and usually your atlas will be divided into 7. That is, India will be divided into 7 in your atlas. So every day take up one sheet and trace. Okay, if this is Kaveri, so every day take up one sheet of your atlas and trace the river Kaveri. Acha, this is Kaveri. This is okay, Himavati, Lakshman Tirtha, Arkavati. All the rivers you have to trace it. So while you trace it using a pencil, every day take a one paper of atlas and trace it. So what will happen? You will remember the tributaries. At the same time, you will get to know the places that are surrounding that region. So understood. So this is extremely important. You got to do this one. Clear? So what is this Upper Bhadra project? Again, in the budget, so government gave grants to this Upper Bhadra project. So what is this Upper Bhadra project? See, Upper Bhadra project is a project on the Bhadra river. So what is this Bhadra river? Bhadra river is a tributary of Tungabhadra river. See, your Tungabhadra river flows something like this. So this is your Tungabhadra river. Sorry, it should come like this. Your Tungabhadra river flows something like this. This is your Bhadra river. So over this Bhadra river, so the national government or the union government is going to implement a project called as Upper Bhadra project. And what is this Upper Bhadra project? Upper Bhadra project is nothing but an irrigation canal. Okay, it's an irrigation canal or irrigation project. So what kind of irrigation canal? It is a lift irrigation canal. Okay, it's a lift irrigation projects. So basically, what is the agenda of developing or say of implementing this Upper Bhadra project, which is a lift irrigation project? I'll come to this. What is lift irrigation project? Now just consider it's an irrigation project. So why? See, this Upper Bhadra project will irrigate these three districts mainly. That is your Davangere, Chitradurga, and Chikmagalur. These districts. So why? Why, can someone tell me? These districts are prone to drought. Why these districts are prone to drought? Can someone tell me? This side. So why these districts are prone to drought? See guys, we have Western Ghats over here. So this is windward side and this will be your leeward side. Excellent guys. Okay, Chetan, very good. Very good here. Okay, this is in the leeward side. Since it is in the leeward side, there is drought prone area. This area has very less amount of rainfall. And there's, if you consider in say, at least in this area, we have in Karnataka, there are Krishna project. But this area, there is no irrigation project, very well developed irrigation project. As a reason, you'll have a huge amount of drought in this region. So in order to avoid this, the government has rolled out this Upper Bhadra project. So, and it is a lift irrigation project. What is this lift irrigation project? See, basically, lift irrigation project is nothing but there is a source, that is the water source. Water source over here is Bhadra river. So from Bhadra river, using pump, also using electric pump, the water will be pumped out and then placed in a higher altitude, also in a higher elevated land of something like a dam. So the water will be pumped out from a lower land. It will be pumped and placed in a higher land. Where it will be placed? It will be placed in a reservoir or it will be placed in a dam. So from this dam, the water will be irrigated through canals. Clear? So this is called as lift irrigation. Lift irrigation means first the water will be pumped from the source, then placed in a dam, and then there will be a canal which is going to irrigate the all the agricultural field. This is your lift irrigation. Clear? Yeah, Chaitanya, rain shadow region, good. Understood? So this is your lift irrigation projects, and Upper Bhadra project is a lift irrigation project. Now coming to this Tungabhadra river. So again, Bhadra river is a tributary of Tungabhadra. So this will be your Bhadra river. So how Tungabhadra river is formed? So there is one more river called as Tunga. This part we call it as a Tunga river, and this part we call it as a Bhadra river. Tunga river comes, Bhadra river comes, they join and they form Tungabhadra river. Clear? And Tungabhadra river is a tributary of Krishna. Understood? And Tungabhadra river flows near the famous town, okay, that is a historical town, Hampi. Again, previous year question, so important guys. At least these six rivers, that is Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra, Krishna, Godavari, Kaveri. So the tributaries of these six rivers, you should know it here. And this year, this year, please do not miss out on this attempt. It's kind of a golden attempt. So getting say somewhere around, I think it was in 20 my batch, I think 780, or see, I think last year I think it was only 750 vacancies or something, right? 750 or say 800, not more than 800 vacancies, say into 2020 or say in 2021 also. So this year the vacancies are extremely high. So don't waste waste this attempt here. The chances are very, very high. Okay, so the rivers are Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra, Krishna, Godavari, Kaveri. And again here, if you have to benefit from this, Don't memorize in some Excel sheet. Acha, Indus River, Jhelum, Satluj, all these things. Okay, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, JCRBS. Okay, so don't memorize like that. Please trace it. Trace it on the map. Clear? Yeah. So please solve this one. Please solve this one. Dear Tungabhadra River. See, Tungabhadra is a part of Krishna, not Godavari. Tungabhadra is a tributary of Krishna, not Godavari. And Tungabhadra is a east flowing river. See, this is east. This is east. Okay, east flowing river, not west flowing river. So D is the answer, guys. Yeah, now come to FPO. Okay, so what is FPO? Too much in news in the last 1 week. Okay, what's FPO? Okay, see here, FPO. So FPO is called as follow on public offer. Before taking up FPO, you should know what is IPO. So only then you will understand what is FPO. So last year, there were many famous or rather infamous company which rolled out their FPOs, IPOs. So what is this IPO? IPO is called as initial public offering. Initial public offering. So what is this initial public offering or say IPO? See, I'll tell you the process. See, we'll take the example of Paytm. See, Paytm was earlier a private company. Now Paytm wanted, again, hypothetical example for your understanding. Nothing to do with the reality. Just for your understanding, I'm giving you one hypothetical example. Paytm was a private company. If now what happened last year was Paytm wanted to raise some money. Say Paytm wanted to raise 1000 crores. So where will Paytm get this 1000 crore? Paytm, what Paytm did was they sold, again hypothetical example, please. Okay, what Paytm will do is they will sell 20% of shares 20% of shares in the market. What market? Market can be your BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange. This is your Bombay Stock Exchange, or it can be in your NSE, National Stock Exchange. They can sell this 20% of Paytm shares in the market in order to raise this 1000 crore. When they sell this 20% of the shares, they will raise 1000 crore from the public. Say anyone can buy the Paytm shares from Bombay Stock Exchange or NSE, that is National Stock Exchange. This is your IPO, initial public offering. The first time when a private company sells their share in the public domain or in a market, we call it as IPO. For the first time, say hypothetically speaking, again, Byju's is a private company. If Byju's wants to raise money, Byju's can sell their shares in Bombay Stock Exchange or say NSE. So then how can they sell their share? They will call that as IPO, initial public offering. Understood? This is the basic idea of IPO. Now coming to what is FPO, follow on public offer. Last week too much of news regarding this Adani Enterprises FPO. So what is this FPO? FPO means follow on public offer. Again, we'll take up this IPO or Paytm's example only. So Paytm, say last year raised 1000 crores by giving IPOs. This year also Paytm wants another 500 crore. So how they will do it? So this year, if they have to raise another 500 crore from the market, what they will do is they will give, say, another 10% of shares, 10% of shares into the market, which is called as follow on public offer, FPO. The first time when any company gives their share into the market, we call it as IPO. And subsequently, when they have to raise capital from the market by giving out shares, we call it as FPO, follow on public offer. It can have second time, third time, fourth time, or whatever number of times subsequent. The first time we call it as IPO, and the next time whatever be the number, and the next time we call it as FPO, follow on public offer. Why companies issue this follow on public offer? One is to raise capital, to get money. So that is the main agenda. Understood? Clear? Got it? Yeah. So this is FPO. Any doubt over here, guys? FPO. Yeah. One more thing. Now, don't fall for this trap that is your YouTube and Instagram influencer that financial planning, that you have to do this financial planning. Bhai, pehle na life planning kar lo. So read properly. Don't enter into this nonsense stock market. Seriously telling, it's going to ruin your mind. So don't enter into this. Once you clear, then you can do it. Now just focus on the basic idea and pad lo, matlab properly. Your prelims is also coming. I think it's less than 100 days na. So yeah, so focus on that one. Now, what is short selling? Again, this was too much in news last week. So Adani, so again, Adani and Hindenburg issue. We'll not go into this Adani Hindenburg, but the concept of short selling was too much in news. The chances are very high that it can come in your prelims. And yeah, one more thing, this FPO and short selling has nothing to do with your mains. It has nothing to do with your mains. It's a purely prelims oriented topic. And similarly, your short selling is also purely prelims oriented topic. So what is the short selling? Please everyone focus over here. See, if there's any stock exchange, or say BSE, or so we'll take a BSE. BSE is Bombay Stock Exchange. So in Bombay Stock Exchange, so what happens? Usually the companies will float there. Okay, will float their stocks over there, or say shares over there. So what is the short selling means? So before taking up the short selling, we'll take up in general how things work in stock market. We call it as a long trade. So long trade means, say we'll take up the example of Sun Pharma. Say again hypothetical example. We'll take up the example of Sun Pharma. So I will buy a share at 460 rupees, and when the share comes to say 500 rupees, I will sell it. So this is called as long trade. So I bought the share at 450, 460 rupees. So what I'll do is I'll press this buy button at 460 rupees. When the see, I'll buy over here, say at morning, say at 9:30, I'll buy, which was at say 460 rupees. Say at evening, say 3:30. So the rate will increase to say somewhere around 500. I will sell it at say at evening 3:30. So what will happen? So what is the amount of profit? I will make rupees 40 as my profit. This is the normal trade or long trade. This is how generally people do it. But there's something called as a short trade or short selling. So what is this short selling? Please everyone focus over here. Short selling means, see, you should know what are brokers. Brokers are the entities who will act as a mediator between you and Bombay Stock Exchange. Say for example Zerodha or Upstocks. So these are the broker agencies. They will act as a mediator between you and your Bombay Stock Exchange. So these brokers will have some stocks with them. Say this broker will have say Sun Pharma stock. So this is for example Zerodha will have few Sun Pharma stock with him. So what happens in short selling is, today morning at 9 o'clock I will borrow, say today it's at 9 o'clock, I will borrow say 3:30. So today at 9 o'clock I will borrow the Sun Pharma share, which is at 100 rupees. I got to know that today Sun Pharma share will definitely come down. So I will borrow one Sun Pharma share from, I'm not buying it, I am borrowing it. See the word borrow. I am borrowing it from the broker at 9 o'clock in the morning at for 100 rupees, and immediately I will sell it in the market. I will borrow it from the broker and immediately I will sell it in the market. I will sell it for 100 rupees. The brokers will have stocks with them. So the one of the stock I will buy and I will immediately sell it at 100 rupees at 9 o'clock. And at 3:30, so say at 3:30, the price of Sun Pharma share came to 60 rupees. So again, hypothetical example. So what happened? So at 3:30, I borrowed already morning. I borrowed. By evening, I have to return the stock to the broker. So evening at 60 rupees, I will buy it and return it back. So evening, what I'll do is from the market, I will buy it for 60 rupees and return back that share. So I borrowed one share for 100 rupees, sold it in the market. Again in the evening, I bought the same share at 60 rupees and gave it back to the broker. So what is the profit I'm making here? So profit I'm making is 40 rupees. Understood? This concept is called as short selling. Clear? Got it? Got it? Yeah. Understood? So this is your short selling. Short selling means basically I borrow broker. Who are a broker? Broker are the middleman between you and Bombay Stock Exchange. You cannot directly go to the Bombay Stock Exchange and purchase stocks or say shares. So there will be a broker. This broker will have some shares, ready shares with him. Say this broker will have say Sun Pharma share or say XYZ company share. So let us consider XYZ company share. So I got to know that through some news, I got to know that today morning, say today the XYZ share is going to collapse. So what I do is I borrow the XYZ share from the broker for 100 rupees and at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then I sell that share in the market at 9 o'clock in the morning at 100 rupees. So by evening the company collapsed. So as a reason, the share price also came down at rupees 60. So now what happened? Evening, I have to return back that share to the broker. So evening, I'll buy the share for 60 rupees, return back to him at say 60 rupees. So what will happen? The profit what I gained is 40 rupees. This is called as short selling. Ritika, no borrowing cost here. Since I'm a member of this company, no. Borrowing commission will be there. Okay. Kapil, broker profit is commissions. Every trade I do, I pay 40 paise or 1 rupee for him. Or say sometimes 10 rupees, 15 rupees. Yeah. So this is short selling. So short selling in simple means I sell. So I borrow it at a higher price from my broker and I sell it at a higher price. See, I borrowed from the broker and sold it at 100 rupees. And when the price collapses, and again I buy it from the market and give it back to the broker. So this is your short selling. Yeah, next one is Aditya L1 mission. So again, quite important here. If you see here in science and tech, mainly in UPSC, if you analyze the previous year questions, the major area they focus is on one is on biotech, and the next one is space. Even in space, they mainly focus on ISRO, NASA, ESA. ESA is European Space Agency. Yeah, these are the important topics. Yeah, science and tech, space, this ISRO, NASA, and ESA, very important. So this mission is launched by ISRO. So as a reason, quite important. Chances of Aditya L1 mission coming in mains are very less, but the chances are very high for your prelims. So please focus over here. Aditya L1 mission. Yeah, streamline your preparation. Matlab, don't randomly read current affairs. So just link it with the previous year questions and see. So what are the kinds of questions they are asking, and based on that you please read it, or else current affairs na yaar, matlab, it's a slippery slope. Majority of the people who are in the first attempt, uh, either they read some random things in current affairs or either they overdo current affairs. These are the two issues that will happen. It's not that people will skip current affairs. Matlab, people are more addicted to current affairs. Bhai, matlab, not that important also. Matlab, don't spend say 8 hours, 10 hours, or say 6-7 hours on current affairs. Not important. So if you streamline the preparation or regarding current affairs, it's extremely easy. You'll get to know. See here, matlab, go by the facts, go by the data. That is data in the sense previous year, unless previous year, and see every year, say over 50% of your questions, current affairs questions that comes in your prelims are mainly after budget period. So which period you should focus on a lot? First focus on the period that is going on now. You can do the current affairs of say last year June, July, or last year April, May later on. First focus on the topics which is after budget period. So you can focus on this topic, that is current affairs. Yeah. Aditya L1 mission. So what is this Aditya L1 mission? See, basically it's a solar mission. So this mission is a solar mission. It is a mission for sun. So sun. So it's a mission to explore sun. It's not that we'll go into the sun. So in order to read or in order to learn about sun, so this is the mission, Aditya L1 mission. So this is a solar mission, and before getting into the solar mission or say Aditya L1, you have to understand the basics of sun. So have a basic idea of sun. See, the basic idea, the inner layers, the inner part of the sun is divided into core, radiative zone, and next one is convection zone. These are the inner layers of your sun. Inner layers, like how in earth we have crust, mantle, and core. Similarly in a sun we have a convection zone, radiative zone, and core. Okay, got it? Yeah. Next one is, now we'll come to the upper layers. Okay, that is the upper layers of the sun. So like how we have say troposphere, stratosphere, thermosphere, ionosphere, okay, these kind of layers in your earth. Similarly we have different layers in our sun. So these layers are, the bottom layer is photosphere, next layer is chromosphere, and the topmost layer is corona. So yeah, topmost layer is corona. So this is your outer layers, and this is your inner layers of your sun. Understood? Clear? So thing is, see here, so what is the main issue in understanding sun is, if you consider the temperature of the outer layers of the sun. So what are the outer layers of the sun? First starting with photosphere, chromosphere, and next one is corona. Corona is the most outermost part of the sun. But what is happening is, if you see the temperature of photosphere is less. It is somewhere around 6500 Kelvin. But whereas the temperature of corona is nearly 5 lakh to 10 lakh Kelvin. It's extremely high. It's so much high that we can't even focus through naked eye. It's impossible to see corona through naked eye. So since the temperature is very high, so the analysis of corona is very little. The data regarding corona is very little. We could not analyze the corona in detail. But whereas the other layers of the sun, we have a fair idea, like what are the activities that takes place in photosphere, what are the activities that take place in chromosphere. We have a fair idea because the temperature is less. Since the temperature is less, we can focus through satellites and we can learn like what are the things that is happening over there. But in corona, the outermost layer, the temperature is extremely high. It is over 5 lakh to 10 lakh Kelvin, or say you can say that almost 5 lakh degrees Celsius to 10 lakh degrees Celsius Kelvin. So it's huge. So because of this high temperature, it's not possible for say satellites or for say telescopes to observe what is happening in corona. So as a reason, corona is not well understood thing in sun. So in order to understand what are the things that are happening in corona, ISRO has launched Aditya Mission L1. So there are multiple payloads. What is payload? Payload means nothing but the equipment that are placed in a satellite. We call it as a payload. There are multiple payloads that are there in your Aditya L1 satellite or some mission. But the most important payload is your visible line emission coronagraph. So here what we do, so the main agenda for this payload, that is your VLC, that is visible line emission coronagraph, is to study the corona. Since corona is of high temperature over 5 lakh to 10 lakh degrees Celsius or say Kelvin, So there are no major research in corona. So in order to do research in corona, ISRO has launched this Aditya L1 mission. There are multiple payloads are there. Don't go in detail. Just know the most important payload. The most important payload is visible line emission coronagraph. Understood? So this is your Aditya L1 mission. Understood? No voice. Audible. Nice. Audible, right? Yeah, okay. So this is your Aditya L1 mission. So what is this L1? You understood, right? The main important payload, the most important payload is visible line emission coronagraph. So why corona? The temperature of corona is the outermost layer, is we call it as corona. The temperature is extremely high. So as a reason, there are no major research that is done on this layer. So in order to do in detailed research on this layer, so ISRO is launching this mission L1. So what is this L1? L1 is called as Lagrange, that is Lagrange points. Please everyone focus here. Again, this is quite important topic. So Lagrange, what is this Lagrange point or say Lagrangian point? See, now please focus on this image, that is image 1. We'll mark it as image 1. This you mark it as image 2 and this you mark it as image 3. See, whenever there are heavy bodies, heavy heavenly bodies, say like sun or say earth, so these heavenly bodies will have gravitational pull. Your earth will also have gravitational pull. Why moon is rotating around earth or say revolving around earth? It's because gravitational pull of earth. Why earth is rotating or say revolving around the sun? Gravitational pull. Whenever there is any big heavenly body, it is going to have some gravitational pull. That's a basic understanding. And clear? So if I keep one, say this is sun, understood? This is sun. If I keep one element over here, so because of the attraction of the gravitational pull, because of the sun's gravitational pull, this body will revolve around the sun and eventually end up entering into the sun because of the gravitational pull. Similarly, if there's any body which is close to the earth, this is your earth. If there's any body which is close to the earth, this body will revolve around the earth and enter and come and strike the earth's atmosphere. Because why? Gravitational pull. So if assume that this is your earth and this is your sun. So if I place my body over here, so what will happen? This body will eventually encircle like this and enter into the sun. Why? Because of gravitational pull. Now, what is this Lagrange point? Lagrange point is nothing but a point where there is an equilibrium between two heavenly bodies regarding the gravitational pull. So, if you consider over here, if I place any body over here, any object over here, this object will eventually end up into sun. It will rotate, it will revolve around sun and it will end up entering into the sun. But there are some points called as Lagrange points. In these Lagrange points, there is proper balance between the two gravitational pulls. Here, sun will also be pulling and earth will also be pulling. There will be one sweet spot where if I place any object, it will not fall into the orbit of the earth. So it will keep maintaining the same exact distance between earth and sun and exact distance between the sun and that body. So such kind of body, such kind of points we call it as, or places we call it as Lagrange point. Clear? Understood? Yeah, Ankur. Eventually, ultimately, that's after say around after 12, 13 billion years, Earth will also eventually collide to Sun. Okay, I'll repeat it again here. See, if see any heavenly bodies will have gravitational pull because it's a big body and it will have gravitational pull. I don't want to discuss the space-time fabric, so that is again in detailed one. So any heavenly bodies will have gravitational pull. Why is a moon revolving around earth? Gravitational pull. Why is Earth revolving around sun? Gravitational pull. So if there is any body, if I place any satellite, assume that I'll place one satellite over here. If I place any one satellite, eventually what will happen? This satellite will will revolve around the sun and eventually end up entering into the sun's atmosphere. If I place any one satellite around Earth in such a distance, what will happen? Eventually, the satellite, because of the gravitational pull, the satellite will eventually enter into the Earth's atmosphere and burn away. But when there are two heavenly bodies, what will happen? This body will also have some gravitational pull. This body will also have some gravitational pull. There will be certain points around this body where the gravitational pull of this sun and this earth will get compensated, and if I place any object over there, it will not get pulled towards the sun or it will not get pulled towards the earth. So those kind of sweet spots we call it as Lagrange points. Understood? This is sun, this is earth. So this sun will have some gravitational pull, the earth will have some gravitational pull. When two gravitational pulls, there will be certain points where the gravitational pull of sun and gravitational pull of earth will get compensated, will get balanced. So here if I place any satellite or if I place any object over there, the object will not move either towards the sun or either towards the earth. Understood? So in any other place, if I keep, apart from this Lagrange points, in any other place if I keep, what will happen? That body will eventually enter into the sun or will enter into the earth. Clear? So if there is any satellite, if I keep near the earth, what will happen? If I don't use say propulsion, or say if I don't use fuel to maintain the orbit, what will happen? Eventually that satellite will enter into the earth because gravitational pull. So why is your satellites not hitting the earth? Because there is propulsion, there are fuel, that is the proper fuel is present in the satellite, which is used to maintain the orbit of the satellite. If there is no fuel, what will happen? Eventually that satellite will enter into the earth's atmosphere and get burnt away. But there are certain points called as Lagrange points. Here what will happen? The gravitational pull of sun and gravitational pull of earth will get cancelled out. If I place my satellite over here, I need not use a lot of propulsion or a lot of fuel to maintain the orbit. By default, nothing will happen. Neither sun will pull nor earth will pull. So as a reason, what will happen? So I can easily place my satellite over there. Understood? The stability is very much present in those kind of points. So these points we call it as Lagrange points. If in earth, so between two any heavenly bodies, there will always be 5 Lagrange points, that is L1, L2, L3, L4 and L5. L4 and L5. Clear? So this is how between earth and sun there are 5 Lagrange points where the gravitational pull of earth and sun gets cancelled out. So if I place a satellite over there, I need not use a lot of fuel to maintain the orbit. So the satellite will automatically stay in the same orbit. Clear? So this L1 is nothing but we are planning to observe sun. So in order to Aditya mission, the aim of Aditya mission is to observe sun. So since we have to observe sun, it's going to take a long period. So since it's a long duration, say for example James Webb telescope, it's a long, so that telescope will have to work for 2 decades, 3 decades, 30, 40 years it has to work. So since it has to work for 30, 40 years, it cannot carry so much amount of fuel, so that every time it has to correct its orbit. So what they will do is, if any satellite has to work for a long duration, they will place that satellite in Lagrange points. In Lagrange point, if they place it, they need not use a lot of fuel to correct the orbit. So as a reason, what will happen? That satellite will always stay in that Lagrange point only. So Aditya L1 mission, we are planning to place this Aditya L1 mission in Aditya L1 satellite in Lagrange 1. So what is this Lagrange 1? There are 5 points are there. So L1, L2, L3, L4 and L5. L1 point, Lagrange point 1 is such a point where I will have direct contact with the sun. If you consider L2, there is no direct contact with the sun. See here, Earth will obstruct L2, but whereas L1 is a point where there is a direct visibility to the sun, at the same time there is a direct visibility to the Earth. There's a direct visibility to the Earth, there's a direct visibility to the sun. Understood? So as a reason, it can observe the sun and immediately transmit the signal to the Earth. Whereas L4 and L5, it is far away. It can observe L4, L5, and L3. It gets direct visibility to the sun, but it is far away from the Earth. I need to get the signals, right? So the best point to observe sun is L1 point. If you see here, what happens if I place my Aditya over here, Aditya L1 mission, L1 satellite over here? See, when the Earth is going to revolve around the sun like this. When Earth, that is, say, yeah, it's going to revolve. When Earth from here it comes over here, L1 is here. When Earth again revolves, L1 is here. From here it goes to here, that is L1 is here. It means that even during the entire revolution, L1, if I place any satellite in L1, there is always a direct line of sight for the sun. At the same time, they can directly transmit the signals to the Earth. So this is the advantage of having our satellites, Aditya L1 mission in Lagrange point 1. I hope this is clear. Lagrange, okay, Lagrange point L1, okay, understood? Yeah. Yeah, other solar missions, again NASA's solar mission is called as a Parker, and European Space Agency's solar mission is called a Solar Orbiter mission. So you need to memorize this, quite important here. Yeah, please. What's the answer? Yeah, good. D. Aditya L1 is a solar mission. Aditya L1. Okay, it's not in L2 here. Okay, fine. Next one is Unity Mall. So what is this Unity Mall? Again, it was launched in your budget. So basically, the finance minister said that Unity Mall, this is a new concept. Okay, the finance minister said that every state governments will be encouraged to create one mall in their either in the state capital or either in the famous tourism hub. It's called as Unity Mall. This mall will have all the products, all the important products of their state. At the same time, this mall can have the products from a different state. Clear? So this is the concept of Unity Mall. So what is Unity Mall? Say for example, if you consider, say this is your Karnataka. So again, hypothetically speaking, so just for your understanding, finance minister told that every state government will be encouraged to create a mall called as Unity Mall, either in the state capital, say something like Bangalore, or either in there some tourism hub, say something like say Mysore is a tourist place. So you can create your Unity Mall in Bangalore or say state capital or say any of the tourist location, where this mall should have all the important products of that state. Say if there is a mall created, Unity Mall is created in Bangalore, this mall should have all the important products of Karnataka in this mall. This is the concept of Unity Mall. Why? Because in order to promote the local products, the agenda is to promote the local products under promote under this is one district, one product under ODOP, or say promote the GI products, or say promote the handicraft industries. So that is the agenda. Understood? What is this? The important concept over here is ODOP. What is this ODOP? One district, one product. I hope this is clear, right? What is this Unity Mall? Unity mall means basically there will be a mall created in the district, sorry, in the capital of the state, or say any of the important tourist location. So there they will, all the products, important products of the state will be placed over there, so that it improves the local products. At the same time, it can improve the GA products. At the same time, it can also help the handicraft industries. So now the important concept is ODOP, one district, one product. Again, this one district, one product, quite important here. You should know this. What is this one district, one product? So basically, this is a union government scheme, that is union government scheme. Union government scheme. So the aim under this one district, one product is, what is the aim? The aim is reduce regional imbalance. Okay, now let us see what happens in one district, one product. The agenda is, the union government has told the state government that analyze all the major important products in every district and select one product from each district, or say each district, and promote that. That is the concept. Say if the, so that the agenda, what union government told was, there are around 760 districts in India. So what we should do is, we should have 760 unique products. So every state should identify what is a unique product in their district and then promote that. That is the agenda. Why should we promote that? In order to reduce the regional imbalance. Say if you take up, say, Uttar Pradesh. In Uttar Pradesh, what is happening? The western Uttar Pradesh is more developed, eastern Uttar Pradesh is less developed. Now, if the government identifies what are the important products in eastern Uttar Pradesh and promotes those products, that region will also get developed. So if you take Karnataka, so northern Karnataka is less developed compared to southern Karnataka. So what is happening? So if Karnataka government analyzes the important products in northern Karnataka and promotes those products, northern Karnataka will automatically get developed. Again, what is happening? Regional imbalance will get reduced. Now, in eastern UP versus western UP, western UP is overdeveloped, eastern UP is not developed. Similarly, in Karnataka, northern Karnataka is less developed, southern Karnataka is more developed. Tamil Nadu, northern Tamil Nadu is more developed, southern Tamil Nadu is less developed. So if we find each product from each district and promote this, there will be a regional balance. That is, development will take place in an equal manner. So that is the aim of this one district, one product. And the next aim is employment generation. Employment generation. Clear? When we focus on any products, what will happen? It will lead to employment generation. And the third one is increase in exports. Increase in exports. So these are the agendas under one district, one product. So employment, if I focus on one product, what will happen? So there is employment generation. So what government is telling, that if we promote these 760 unique products from enter India, we can export this 760 unique product, because these are unique to that district. So the export potential will be very high. So these are the three aims under this one district, one product. Clear? Yeah. Next one is new age technology. Guys, this is an article from Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra, December magazine, December 2022. Okay, this is in page 40. Page 40. Please focus here. Quite important. This Ashmi, how it will increase exports? See here, we are promoting unique products from every district. Since it's a unique product, the demand will be very high. Say, for example, in Karnataka, there's something called as a Channapatna toys. Channapatna is a district, so here you will get Channapatna toys. It's a wooden made toys. It's completely unique. So if you promote this, it will have a lot of scope in other, lot of demand in other parts of the world. So we can promote that. Okay. Yeah, again, this one is regarding e-governance. Guys, e-governance is important topic in your GS2. Extremely important topic. Every alternative year, you will get one question from e-governance in your GS2. That is mains GS2. So please focus over here. Sunil, here one more topic here. After this, there's one small topic. So this is completely from mains point of view. Please focus it. And here one more thing in your mains also, there are certain topics which are extremely scoring, in the sense extremely easy. So for example, e-governance or say governance topic is extremely easy. You can know what should be written in the intro, what are the kinds of points you should write in your body of the answer, what should be written in your conclusion. All these things are ready made. So for example, governance is one such topic where things are extremely easy. So please focus over here. Highly scoring, cost benefit is very very high. With less time you can finish the governance. So please focus over here. So good governance. So this is the author. So these are the authors, and this is an article, and a very good or excellent article from your Kurukshetra. So basically this article speaks about new age technology. New age technology in the sense artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, IoT. These are the new age technologies. How these new age technologies can be used in your e-governance. So this is the article. This is what the author talks about in this article. The concept is, how do we use the new age technologies, artificial intelligence, blockchain technologies, web 3.0, so IoT, etc., etc., how we use this in e-governance in order to increase the efficiency. This is the article all about. Clear? Now let us consider. So let us start with the basics. So what is good governance? So basically the good governance means it relies on four pillars. So what is four pillars of good governance? Again, please memorize this. You can put it in your exam directly. Question on governance is kind of repetitive. Memorize this. Okay. So here one more thing. If you think that sir, no sir, I'm very bad in memorizing, I cannot memorize all these things. Bhai, if you don't memorize, no, someone else will memorize and clear. Okay, so no one is going to stop. And if you think that in actual mains examination, say at least if you're a serious aspirant, no, there will be 20 questions in your mains exam. I'm talking about GS 1 to 3, 20 questions. If you're a serious aspirant, at least minimum 12 to 14 questions, you will know it. You will know it in the sense you would have memorized the intro, memorized the conclusion, you would have memorized the points that should be written in the body. So all those things. So how don't think that it cannot be memorized. Questions are repeated, the themes are getting repeated. Governance means governance themes are getting repeated, so you will know what are the points that should be written. If you don't memorize it, next attempt. Okay, so memorize. There's no option here. There's no alternative at all. You got to memorize it in the important topics. Clear? If there are some bouncer questions, okay, you can write something. But if the questions are getting repeated, and if you do not write a good answer for that, you are way behind the competitors. So you're not even a serious competitor. So that's the reason. Governance is a repetitive topic. So memorize this. So there are four pillars of governance. I would say good governance. What is this? The first one is ethos. What is ethos? Service to the public. That is the first one. Ethos is nothing but service to the public. The second one is ethics. That is your administrator or the bureaucrats should have ethics. If they don't have ethics, what will happen? So they will indulge in corruption. They'll not help out the people who are in need. So again, ethics is important. What is good governance in the sense having? So these are the four pillars to have good governance. One is you should have the motivation for service. That is, you should have ethos. Second one is you should have ethics. That is, you should not indulge in corruption. And the third one is equity. You got to treat everyone in an equal manner, so that this will ensure inclusive growth. This will ensure inclusive growth. Equity is important. So if there is no equity, one person will be super rich and the many will be super poor. So this will happen. Equity should be there. So only then we can have inclusive growth. And next one is efficiency. Efficiency should be there so that you can deliver, you can utilize the public money in a prudent manner and deliver the service in an extremely good way. So these are the four pillars that you have to, yeah, these are the four pillars that are needed to have good governance. Clear? So next coming, so how can we move from good governance to e-governance, or say how can we promote e-governance, why how can we promote good governance via e-governance? So good governance can be promoted via e-governance, and in e-governance there are four dimensions are there. So what are the four dimensions in e-governance? Again, it is a standard model, you got to memorize this. E-governance, well, these are the four models. So what are the first model of e-governance? G2G, government to government. G2G, for example, say e-files. E-files is one example. See, in a regular way, what will happen? You will have to take file from one department to another department to another department. It's a tedious job. Good governance means you should have efficiency, right? See, these are the four pillars. Efficiency. How will you have efficiency? In e-governance, we have something called as the e-file. That is, all the files are in a digital manner, so it becomes easy. One, if there's approval given from this department, the file will automatically go to the next department. So the efficiency will be there. Again, this is your e-file. This is one example of G2G service under e-governance. Next one is G2C. G2C is government to citizen. What are the services? Say your Digi Yatra app. The recently government launched this Digi Yatra app, right? So that one, or say any of the government apps, say Kisan app. So these are the government to citizen via e-governance. Next one is government to employees. See, government is the largest employer in India. It's the largest employer in India, and there are multiple apps, multiple phone apps that will promote the relationship between the government and the employee. So say for example, your railways, department of railways has app to monitor the attendance. The department of your Haryana government has a separate app to have this salary, so how to manage the salary. So these are your e-governance models, that is having app, that is between government to employees. Next one is government to business. Again, government to business, there are many apps, or say many websites which will link between government to business through ICT. ICT is nothing but information and communication technology. So this is your ICT. These are the four models for e-governance. And so now we'll see how e-governance evolved in India. It's a briefly, you should know just 2 points how e-governance evolved in India. There are two major landmark achievements in e-governance. The first one is NEGP, National E-Governance Plan. This was launched in 2006. Just note 2 points in e-governance. That's it. The first point, like how e-governance evolved in India. In 2006, the government rolled out something called as National E-Governance Plan. Under this, all the basic foundational elements were set up. Say something like state data centers, your common service centers. Now if you go to any village, or say majority of the village will have panchayat, will have this common service center. How, when was this set up? And it was set up under NEGP, National E-Governance Plan, and mobile e-governance service delivery gateway. So these are the infrastructures, basic infrastructures for e-governance was developed in 2006 under NEGP, National E-Governance Plan. And the next major step was in Digital India Mission. Digital India Mission was in 2015. Under Digital India Mission, there's something called as a e-Kranti. Digital India Mission is an umbrella scheme. Under Digital India Mission, there's something called as an e-Kranti program. This e-Kranti program was mainly to promote e-governance. promote e-governance. Clear? So this was the idea under e-Kranti. So what are the things that was achieved under e-Kranti? The first one is in the field of education, we have free Wi-Fi in all the schools. Say massive online open course. These are MOOCs. This is called as MOOCs. Okay, massive online open course. Under e-Kranti, we have e-healthcare. We have mobile banking. So recently, all this UPI technology are under e-Kranti only. Next, e-courts. So these are some of the major areas which e-Kranti focused on. There are two aspects. There are two important schemes. One is NEGP 2006. Next one is e-Kranti 2015, which laid a foundation for e-governance in India. Now, coming to the author's point of view, the author says that we can use the new age technologies for providing to enhancing the efficiency in e-governance. Say, for example, he says that we can have the smart dashboards. Smart dashboards, say this is kind of a dashboard for Niti Aayog. This is a dashboard created by Niti Aayog in order to monitor the development of Northeast region. See what a smart dashboard means. It becomes extremely easy. So it's like you just go to Niti Aayog's website and it becomes extremely easy to analyze the developmental levels in Northeast. So this is a smart dashboard. Again, the author also says that we can use say real-time information. If you go to Swachh Bharat Abhiyan website, this is a real-time data. Again, it comes through real-time data. By using smart technologies, we can use this is a real-time data. And again, the author says that we can use blockchain technologies to have land records. See, blockchain technology is also new technology. This blockchain technology could be used in land records. And again, the author also says that we can use artificial intelligence in the field of agriculture, in the field of education, in the field of telecommunication and skill development. Say in the field of, for example, the author says that in the field of agriculture, the artificial intelligence can predict the best suitable crop based on the rainfall pattern. Say if in this region, say in Madhya Pradesh region, say if this year there is a less rainfall, using artificial intelligence we can predict what is the best crop that can be grown. So this can be possible by using artificial intelligence. So these are the new age technologies that could be used in your e-governance. This is what the author is telling. And in the conclusion, the author says that definitely we have a lot of technologies, say like 5G technologies, augmented reality or say virtual reality, real-time recognition system. We have a lot of technologies, but however he tells that however we have to ensure that they are equitable, accessible and fairly used. It's not that 5G, if there's a rollout of 5G, if only rich are able to use it and only urban areas are able to utilize it, so the rural areas will be left out, the poor will be left out. So the author says that the new age technology should be made equitable and accessible to everyone. Only then the e-governance can utilize the benefit of this new age technology to deliver good governance. This is what the author tells. This you can use it in your mains answers. Clear? Clear? Yeah. Okay, fine. We'll take up the last one. Okay, another 2-3 minutes. Yeah, don't worry. Okay, so what is Assam's Charadio Maidan? Maidan, it's also called as Moidam. Moidam. So this was in news. Why it was in news? Central government recently proposed that this Assam's Chardio Maidam or say Moidam should be put under World Heritage Site. Okay, it should be considered as World Heritage Site. It is not declared as World Heritage Site, guys. They have center has nominated to UNESCO, saying that you can consider this, that is Charadio Moidam as a World Heritage Site. Center has nominated it. It has not been declared. So what is this Charadio Maidam? So Charadio Maidam is nothing but it's a burial mound. So this is a mound. It's also called as Assam's. It's also called as Assam's pyramid. It's also called as Assam's pyramid. So where is this? Okay, Charaideo is in this region. It's almost in the extreme east end of your Assam. So here, this is a burial mound. So what is, we'll go in detail regarding this Charaideo Maidam. So what is this Charaideo Maidam? So basically it is a burial mound. See here, it's a burial mound. So this burial mound, this kind of burial mound was followed by Thai Ahom community. What is the Thai Ahom community? So these are the community who are the descendants from your Ahom dynasty. Ahom dynasty was in Assam region. So say between say from 1200 to almost till 1800, we have Ahom dynasty. So the people, the community, the people from this dynasty, we call it as a Ahom community. So they were following this. So it was only followed for the rulers, not for all the common man. It was only followed for the king and the queen, no one else, and all the aristocrats or the important persons in their empire, not for everyone. It's a burial ground or it's a burial mound. And on top of this mound, there's something called as a chauchali. See here, this is called as a chauchali. Chauchali. This is called as chauchali. Again here, this burial ground will have one entrance. If you see here, there will be one entrance, and this burial ground will have octagonal shaped walls. Octagonal shaped. If you see here from the sky view, see this is your octagonal shaped mounds. See here, all the mounds will have octagonal shaped walls. Again, the important aspects over here is the height of the mound will determine the strength of the ruler. If the ruler was very powerful, they will have a very greater height mound. If the ruler was not a powerful ruler, the mound height will be less. So the height of the mound will decide the strength of the ruler. So this is another feature. And inside the mound, they were keeping all, like how in pyramids they were keeping all the equipment that could be used after life. Similarly, inside this mound also, some equipments, say vessels, etc., were kept in this mound, so that thinking that after life the rulers or the kings will utilize it. This is the basic regarding this your Charadio Maidam or say Moidam. Next one, we'll come to this Ahom kingdom. So I hope this is clear, right? Basic idea of Charadio Maidam. So Charadio Maidam is a part of your Ahom kingdom. So Ahom kingdom, what is this Ahom dynasty? So Ahom dynasty started in 1222 and 1228, and it lasted up till 1826. So it's a huge, okay, the period is very long. Say over 600 years they ruled. It's a big thing. And it was founded, the founder of this Ahom kingdom was Chaulang Sukpa. It's Chaulang Sukpa. He was the founder. And how did they lose it? How did they lose the kingdom? They lost their kingdom for the British Empire. So in 1826 they lost their kingdom to the British Empire under the Treaty of Yandabo. So this was the basic idea regarding Ahom. So Ahom, during their peak times, Ahom, the dynasty of Ahom was almost something like this. So they had their dynasty in present Bangladesh, in present Assam, Meghalaya, this region, and also in your Myanmar region also. It was such a big dynasty when they were in their peaks. But due to the conflicts and later on, finally, British overtook this dynasty in 1826. Now we'll take up the last question. Please answer this. And yeah, study well. So mainly for the prelims. If you're giving, yeah, good, yeah, majority of you be nice. Yeah, if you're giving in 2023, please focus on prelims. If it's your first attempt, please focus on prelims. Again, since it's a current affairs class, yeah, current affairs now, it's a slippery slope. Don't be very, very cautious in your current affairs. Even in my first attempt, the main mistake what I did was current affairs. In the sense, I overkill current affairs. Don't do that one. Not at all required. Analyze what are the topics that are coming in your prelims, so mainly from the current affairs point of view, and focus on that. And majority of your prelims current affairs are at least over 50% of your current affairs and prelims are from post budget period only. Please look at the cost benefit analysis. Don't blindly do it just for the sake of doing. If you're spending say 1 hour or say 2 hours, see how much marks you are getting out of it. So that always please focus on the marks point of view. And again, please solve prelims test series, as many test series as possible, say 36, 40, 50, whatever, at least 30 tests at least you got to follow. And sincere advice, do not skip previous year questions, mainly for subjects like say polity, economics, environment, modern history, and geography. So these previous year questions are mandatory. Don't skip on this year. The cost benefit is extremely high over here. Understood? In current affairs, just for the sake of doing current affairs, don't do it. Don't waste your time. And this year, it's one of the golden opportunity, around 1,100 seats. Ensure that every hour of your preparation should get converted into marks. Don't think that I'm going to get a lot of knowledge. Don't become a content collector. Pinpoint towards marks. Have a right strategy towards your prelims. Ho jayega, and clearing prelims is no big deal. Have a right strategy, you can do it. Okay, yeah, chalo then. Thank you guys, thank you. Sure. Stop. Confirm must ಅಲ್ಲ, end the class ಅಲ್ಲ?
ಹೌದು ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್.
Okay, sure.